viewers, hope you're doing well. Welcome to yet another spectacular episode of your favorite show Z Connect with me, Priya. So I was on the net today reading something and came across a story of a Japanese man who traveled 4,000 miles to create a GPS drawing to propose to his girlfriend. And do you know why he did it? To create the world's biggest GPS drawing to get his name on the Guinness World Records. I mean, this brought me to the realization that we as humans are limitless. If we put our minds to achieving something, we can totally do it just if we have the will to do it. And that brings me to the story of an extraordinary woman who changed the world with her determination. They have a one chromosome extra. So what? People with Down syndrome are capable of anything. They have repeatedly destroyed prejudices and shattered stereotypes time and again. Aarti Shah from Dubai, who was born with Down syndrome, is our special guest today, and she exemplifies how to live a life that is more normal than most others. Let's meet her. Hi Aarti, how are you?
I'm good.
Welcome to Z Connect.
Thanks.
Alright, so Aarti, tell me a little bit about yourself.
I am 28 years old. I am from Kenya and I am a woman with Down syndrome. That means I have an extra chromosome and I work as marketing assistant and I hang out with my colleagues in the office, and that makes me happy to be with them to catch up.
That's wonderful, Aarti. So you are just 28 and you have achieved so much. You are so successful and you have not let Down syndrome cause any challenges in your life. Of course, there have been challenges, but you have moved past them and you've done so much for yourself, right? And you're happy about it.
Yes.
Yeah. So along with working as a marketing assistant, you are involved in a lot of sports. I can see you do weightlifting, you're on the cycle, so you do cycling, weightlifting, and what else? What else do you do?
Dancing.
Dancing. You love dancing also?
Yeah.
Yeah? So what made you get into sports?
Into sports, I'm really keen to start weightlifting.
Yeah. And
from beginning, I have to see videos of weightlifting, how they lift the weights.
Mm-hmm.
Then after some time, I started lessons with my personal trainer in Fly High Fitness.
Okay.
And he is really, really good.
Yeah.
He transformed my body a lot. He was impressed. First he has to do it first, then I will do.
Yeah. But when you started with him, were you able to lift, and did you think that you'll be able to do something like that?
I could barely lift about 10 kgs.
Yeah.
Then after some time, I lift like 40 kgs.
Wow. That's a huge progress, no?
Depends on my coach because he tells me which weights I'm going to lift. He tells me which weights I can lift.
And you also stick to a meal plan and you make sure that you consume everything that you have to eat and drink in a day, right?
Yeah.
And you're very strict about it.
I'm really strict.
Yeah?
Even that also, even sweets.
Mm-hmm. Tell me something about the Olympics. I know that you were part of organizing and then later you wanted to participate. Tell me more about that story.
So in 2019, with my all teachers and the coaches. In 2019, we went to see. So first thing, we had a crew from London.
Yeah.
And the two guys I really want to mention is Rupert and Kieran. So those two are really, really good. We go all over of UAE
Okay.
to shoot of opening ceremony in Special Olympics.
Okay.
Then for that, especially in 300 people worldwide were in the stadium.
Wow.
So that I couldn't believe how I was picking the whole people from there.
Wow.
And my good friend James, he's a singer, and he loves the music of the Greatest Showman of the movie, and he sang with actual singer on that movie with him.
That's brilliant. And then that time you decided that you want to participate.
Yeah, then I realized I want to go to Special Olympics. That's my next goal, to go there for a category for weightlifting.
And that's what you're working towards now.
Yes.
Tell me, you've already become so popular in this country thanks to the Adidas campaign. And you are all over Sheikh Zayed Road on the billboard. How did that happen?
First, I signed the contract. Then after some time, I went to the studio and I did a photo shoot for the sports wear, and we did the photo shoot of what I did, like weights and everything. And they took a photo of me. Then after some time, they want me again for the billboards photo shoot.
Okay. And then they put it up on social media, and finally they put it up on the billboard. How was the feeling?
Feeling, one word, I could not believe. Then my whole family could not believe I'm actually on the billboards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, as the tagline of that campaign was "I am possible," looking at yourself on the billboard, did you feel that?
I feel like happy.
And you felt, I am possible, I can do anything, right? That's good. So tell me, you studied at Al Noor Training Center, right?
Yes.
And then later they also hired you to work there for some time.
Yeah.
So how did you feel going back and working in the same place where you studied?
So I was ex-student in
Yes.
that school, and they always remember me. I studied there, then with my most favorite teachers there, and which goals on their paper, on the papers, which is I am prompting, and few things I what's it called, improving the goals on the paper, what they want. So we did that. Then we started to do putting the papers and everything. That's actually the office works. What I do in my office.
Yeah.
So that I learned. That's the way I learned from them.
Yeah, you learned all that at Al Noor. Yeah.
At Noor. Then after some time, I got a job there, and I was assistant librarian.
Okay.
And I am assistant photographer of the whole school.
Wow.
Then for the fun fair we have is a really good fun fair for the full family friends to get to get together with the students, and they come out. This fun fair comes only once a week.
Okay.
Every Fridays.
Okay, okay. That's very nice. So you mentioned that you also were the assistant photographer. So you have an interest in photography as well.
Yes.
So what do you like to shoot?
For me, especially, I love Kenya because Kenya has a top 5 animals there.
Yeah.
So that's the main. So I told my brother he has a friend, Andrew Fox. He is a photographer of wildlife.
Yeah.
So I told my brother I want to do that. I want to do that with Andrew Fox, my brother's friend.
Yeah.
So looking forward. That's another next goal with him. Working with him, with taking some photos over there.
Yeah.
Top 5.
Right. So wildlife is what you are most interested in.
Yes.
In photography. That is great. That is really, really great. Aarti, I must tell you that you are an inspiration for many people out there who are trying to achieve their dreams, who are also facing challenges in life like you have, but that will not deter them. And as long as they are determined to go out and achieve their dreams just like you have. So I want you to give out one message to everyone out there who wants to chase their dreams and make it happen for themselves.
I just want to say, just go and just achieve your goals. What are you doing? And just keep going and just go forward.
Never give up.
No. I am possible.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Aarti. It was so nice talking to you, and wish you all the very best for all the goals you have set in your life.
Thank you.
Besides being a mark of excellence, awards are a motivational tool that keeps one going. I will take you to the announcement of a major awards night happening in Dubai soon after this short break. Stay connected. Welcome back. SIIMA is going to return to Dubai for the third time this year for its 11th edition. The announcement was made by SIIMA chairperson Brinda Prasad in a press conference. The two-day extravaganza will be held at DWTC, bringing together some of the finest talents in South Indian cinema, delivering a grand celebration of music, dance and wholesome entertainment. Check out glimpses from the press conference and meet film stars Rana Daggubati and Mrunal Thakur, who were there to grace this event.
This is a golden period for Indian cinema, and South cinema takes an integral part, and we take immense pride and honor to celebrate the South Indian film industries. Dubai is one of our most favorite destinations. As you all know, SIIMA was incepted in Dubai, and it's like home for us. We're very excited to keep coming back to Dubai. And it is happening on the 15th and 16th of September in Dubai World Trade Center.
We always strived for the last 10-15 years to build a community, build an industry that can come to the world, and today we are. Today, South Asian, South Indian industries are probably larger than any single industry across the globe. Our films are going international, we're winning Oscars, we're winning multiple language accolades, and I think it all really started with SIIMA. I am very happy and honored to be a part of this for 11 years, and I'd continue to do this for as long as you guys want me to.
I must say, SIIMA is the stage where, a lot of talents are appreciated, not just actors, but technicians, and celebrating cinema is something that I really enjoy, and thank you for being a part. I'm really looking forward to this beautiful journey. Thank you everybody for loving me. Thank you Brindaji for having me here. Vishnuji, thank you so much, and can't wait to entertain you all on the 15th and 16th of September. I hope you guys are going to be there, so we're going to have lots and lots of fun. Thank you.
Hi Brinda, how are you today?
How are you?
Very well, thank you. And we heard you in the press conference, you were talking about SIIMA, and I mean, SIIMA is as old as 11 years now. This is going to be the 11th edition. So tell us, how has it evolved over the years?
Well, just like any other evolution process, Saima also started off with a few hiccups in terms of understanding the logistical side of it, and it's always happening outside of the country, right? So it's not easy to put up a show outside of India. So such issues were a barrier in the beginning, but now we're seasoned and we're one of the best. So people take us as examples. So we've got a hang of it. So it's now the game is only getting bigger and better year on year.
I'm sure, and we're really looking forward to it. Today, we've had the opportunity to meet Rana Daggubati and Mrinal Thakur, who are associated. Rana, of course, has been associated with it from the start. Mrinal Thakur also now. Tell us more about their associations.
Well, Rana, like I already said in the press meet, he's been with us right from the time of our inception. We've traveled along the 11 years. He's a very dear friend. So we go back a long way. And in terms of Saima, I mean, he is as super excited as always to be a part of Saima. He drives the energy, and he's very famous for his after parties, his participation in the after parties as well. So it's a great association.
And Mrinal?
Mrinal, it's the very first year that we've come together, but this is, of course, not going to be the only year. We're looking for a good run together. And she's super talented, and we're so looking forward to furthermore collaborations with her other than not just Saima.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for talking to us, Brinda. Wish you all the very best. We can't wait for the 2-day weekend of Saima coming up.
My pleasure. Thank you so much.
All right, Mrinal and Rana, so good to have you here in Dubai with us and on our show Z Connect. Welcome.
Thank you.
Rana Garu, Enularu.
Ella unnaru.
Thank you.
I think that
I know.
I can correct you. Rana Garu, Ella unnaru.
There you go. Perfect.
Ella Unnaru.
Yes, thank you.
Bagunnanu.
Okay, that's all the Telugu I know. Iske aage it'll be all Hindi and English. Okay, so let's start with you, Mrinal. We've seen you play some lovely characters on screen. So I want to ask you, have you cracked a method for success?
I think there's no method for success. I think all I need to do, or all I do, is just surrender and celebrate the journey, irrespective of whatever it is. Make sure that the 100 days or whatever time duration of that film or series it's going to be shot for, you enjoy every day, because it's not going to come back. And I've always dreamt of being on a movie set, playing characters. So finally I'm getting an opportunity. I want to make sure that I just not reach to the Indian audience heart, and but just make sure that tell stories which needs to be celebrated. Yeah.
And Rana, you do everything, whether it's visual effects, production, acting, storytelling. Like, are you a multitasker?
So to me, it's a bit different because I've kind of grown up in the movies. I was a fan of the movies. I didn't know what I was going to do in them.
Yeah.
But I just started with visual effects. I then got into production and then became an actor. I just feel like in this world of entertainment, there's so much to do, and it's FOMO if I'm not part of something.
Yeah.
So I just feel like till the end of my life, I'll just be doing
everything
across this space.
And you're doing a wonderful job at everything.
Thank you, and I really enjoyed myself.
So tell me, Mrinal, we've heard that you don't just memorize your own lines, your own dialogues. You learn the lines of your co-actors as well.
I don't want to screw it up, or sometimes it's an intense scene going on and my co-actor has a heavy line and he's like emotional, and I don't want to overlap him. Also, I need to know what he's saying, because if I don't know what he's saying, how will I react?
You memorize that.
Yeah, but also best way to learn the language,
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I must say that earlier it was tough for me because the lines would get changed. Then I'm gone. But what is interesting is you're confident, and camera catches everything. You have to be confident, and you make sure that you just deliver without fumbling or screwing it for your co-actor, just for the sake of.
I wanted to do a more detailed question, but since we don't have the time, tell me one question that you hate to be asked. This is for everybody else who's going to do interviews.
One question that I hate to be asked. I don't know. Hate is too big a word. I just don't reply.
I love it. That's really smart.
Okay, Mrinal, if you were to go on a road trip with any of your co-actors or anyone from the industry, which 3 people would you choose?
Dulquer Garu, Rana, because he's fun and I'm just getting to know him. And third would be Farhan, because his sense of humor is amazing.
Oh, yes.
I think we three will just like gel.
That's a good road trip.
Yeah, that's a great road trip.
Okay, superb. And finally, I'm going to end with the question with what has brought you both together here. Saima, your association with Saima.
For a simple reason, like this has been our celebration moment all time. See, today many people know the South Indian industry, but it started at a time when nobody did. Pre-Bahubali, I had to tell them my name and my city and my like pin code, saying this is not Chennai, this is Hyderabad, and to everybody in many parts of the country. And it's something that everybody faced at some point, right? And today it's just grown so multifold, and I feel like Saima recorded this celebration very, very purely. And if you go back to the last 11 years, it's exactly what made the South Indian industry what it is today.
It's a platform where we just not celebrate actors but technicians and the crew. We need a platform where it always motivates for to the the actors, and I think I'm one of the most fortunate girls, because to have a debut like Sita Ramam and then associated with Saima and to be on the stage, it's wonderful to be associated. It's my first year, and I think I'm very happy to be a part of this family.
We are very happy to have you here, and
Thank
of course,
you.
as part of cinema, not just on the big screen but also on OTT. And you're doing a fab job on OTT since forever, and now you've also stepped into OTT with Rana Naidu, and you're doing a fab job.
Thank you, thank you.
But thank you so much for talking to us. What is that question that you hate being asked? You didn't answer.
I don't know,
that.
you didn't ask one yet.
Maybe this one?
I don't know yet.
Seen and left.
Chalo, theek hai. All right.
Thank you,
so
Priya.
much, guys. It's been lovely
Thank you,
talking
thank you.
Thank you.
Time for a short break. I will see you on the other side with lots more. Welcome back. Divine Entertainment and Zee TV recently brought the legendary Shri Maya Bhai Ahir to Dubai for a musical, comedy, folklore night and Lok Dairo. Audiences were entertained by his witty humor, soulful melodies and engaging storytelling that left them in stitches and uplifted their mood. Join us to check some memorable moments from this spectacular event that celebrated Gujarati culture and entertainment up next.
नमस्कार मित्रों, मैं हूँ माया भाई आहिर, गुजरात से आया हूँ दुबई में, और आज मुझे गौरव है कि मैं गुजराती लोक डायरा का आर्टिस्ट हूँ, कलाकार हूँ। और कोई हमें पूछे कि लोक डायरा मतलब लोक साहित्य का मतलब क्या है, तो लोक साहित्य लोकों में से ही हमारा जन्म से मरण तक जो घटना हो रही है उसको हम हमारे ही जीवन की बात सब लोग को पहुंचाते हैं। ये डायरा का मतलब होता है, और मुझे गौरव है कि मैं गुजराती हूँ और गुजराती डायरा कर रहा हूँ। हम जहाँ रहते हैं, लेकिन हमारी संस्कृति हमारी विरासत है, और जब तक कोई भी आदमी अपनी ही संस्कृति को बढ़ावा देंगे या उसका पालन पोषण करेंगे, उसका जतन करेंगे, तो हमारी संस्कृति बढ़ेगी, या तो हमारा जो जीवन है और हमारा परिवार है। ये कार्यक्रम का मतलब यही है कि हम हमारा परिवार के साथ जुड़ा हुआ रहे। पैसा तो बहुत बनेगा, हम जहाँ भी जाएंगे वहाँ कुछ तो करेंगे, लेकिन हमारी साथ साथ संस्कृति भी हमारे साथ रहेगी, तो ये हमारा कुछ नया भाग्य होगा। और हम आज भी गौरव लेते हैं कि दुबई में आकर हमारे गुजराती लोग या भारत के सभी लोग यहाँ आकर बसे हैं, लेकिन हमारी संस्कृति को नहीं भूले, उसका हमको गौरव है। और ये दुबई में बहुत ज़्यादा अंतर नहीं है हमारा और दुबई के बीच, लेकिन ये दुबई में आकर मुझे बहुत आनंद हुआ कि ज़्यादा लोग हमारे जो गुजराती है या भारतीय है, ये सब अपने अपने ढंग से या अपने तरीके से कुछ अच्छा कर रहे हैं यहाँ। और एक पैर दुबई में और एक पैर उसका भारत में रहता है, उसका भी मुझे गौरव है और सभी यहाँ रहने वाले को मैं खूब खूब बधाई देता हूँ। देवकी परमानंदम कृष्णम वंदे जगद्गुरुम।
કારણ કે આખો આધાર ધરતી ઉપર છે, જેવી ધરતી એવો મેં, જેવો મેં એવા છોડ, આમાં બધું આવી ગયું. હા, બાપુજી તો વાવાઝોડું છે પણ कि मैंने पूछता था, ये तो बस हिंदी में पूछता था और वो हिंदी बोलो बोलवा मारी हिंदी भूखा करना क्यों नो हिंदी वाला समझे के नो गुजराती वाला समझे के और वो निकलता पूछता अंग्रेजी मारू को खरेखर हूँ अंग्रेजी आखो प्रोग्राम बनी अंग्रेजी में करी पण न करूँ हूँ काम तमने न समझाई मारे हूँ काम क्या करूँ जोड़ू કે ભાઈ તમે આ કરજો તમે આ કરજો ત્યારે તમને બધાને ઉદ્યોગપતિઓને જોઉં છું ને હું બિલકુલ આ રેકોર્ડ થાય સાહેબ બિલકુલ સારું નથી લગાડતો હું તમારામાં વિશ્વભરના દર્શન કરું છું કે તમે વિશ્વનું ભરણ પોષણ કરવા નીકળ્યા છો.
And that brings us to the end of this episode. We hope you loved the show. If you did, then prove it by sharing some love and feedback about it on our socials. We always love to hear from you. It helps us to get better and bring you stories that make your day better. Take care and we'll see you next Sunday, same time.